I'm going on record and saying Nickelback is not nearly as bad as everybody says. I would much rather see Nickelback perform than Bring Me the Horizon or like Suicide Silence or any band like that. Seriously. Because
Suicide Silence seems like it'd be a fun
or like Of Mice and Men. Like I don't want to see like people screaming like that. Like I'm not into that. I'd much rather see Nickelback because at least that'll be something to tell a story about for one. For two, you know every song, whether you hate them or not. You know every song, so you're gonna be jamming. And three, it would be ironically fucking hilarious.
I saw Nickelback. That was my first concert.
Dude, the song for the Spider-Man movie, the song Hero. That's a jam. That is such a good song. Everybody hates Nickelback. Nickelback is great. Shut up, guys. Okay, let's roll. We got it. Hey, what's up? I'm Dan.
I'm Teri.
We run pupfresh.com, and you're watching The Alternative Side.
Yeah.
What's your favorite band to see live?
My favorite band to see live is The Graduate, even though they broke up. But current band to see live, that's my favorite, I would have to say is maybe Set It Off. Just because every time I see them, they surprise the hell out of me. And Paradise Fears even does that every time. And I like to see like up and coming bands like get bigger as I go to shows. But I also love to see Bayside because they're legends and they've been around and every time it's like crazy.
For me, I like my favorite band Motion City Soundtrack only because it's very sentimental to me. But I like to shoot the band Neon Trees because they're just crazy and Tyler the singer is just insane live. But I'm also gonna say with Dance with Set It Off, they've been around. I thought they were around for a lot longer than they have been, and they still kill it every time. It's crazy. So, yeah.
If you could choose 5 bands to tour together, who would they be?
Teri?
Okay.
Dream Tour? 5 bands?
Dream Tour. Okay. Headlining would be Kanye West, above everything, and then he would also play like in between every band and like would just come out and tell a joke or something, or just be like, yo, I'm Kanye, and then walk out. And then Destiny's Child would also play secretly, and it would just be a secret every night, and no one would know. But, I mean...
Like Justin Pierre did with the Dino Trail?
Yeah.
You just went to random cities and like, I'm here, this is where I'm playing.
Right,
hell
yeah. But it would be Destiny's Child.
But they would have to, you can't secretly do arena shows like that, unless they're like club shows.
No, it would be an arena show.
They would just random arenas?
They would just take away the internet.
Oh shit, that's hard.
Like the internet would be down for the like month this tour.
A word of mouth tour?
Yeah.
That's so underground, Teri.
Like guerrilla style, whatever. And then like Motion City Soundtrack would play, and then the Front Bottoms would play. I think that's it.
I would. Okay, you gave me a good idea with Kanye coming out. I would have Aziz Ansari emceeing the event, just because that guy's hilarious. So he would come out, he'd introduce every one of the bands, and it would be fucking hilarious. Then I would have Fall Out Boy playing it, just for the draw, just to get a bunch of kids in the room. Then I would get You Mean Everyone We Know playing, because that's my favorite band ever. I have Bayside on it, and then I will have American Opera. Bring back the format. I'd bring back Between the Trees. I'd bring back... That'd be it. Paradise Fears are on it too, Set It Off, just to have all my favorite live bands. Maybe, who else would be cool to have on tour? Tobey Maguire. I don't know. There'd be a big sandbox in the middle instead of a mosh pit, and everybody would go, they would play in a sandbox. And it would be the Decox Sandbox Extravaganza Tour. And it would be bring your own buckets, BYOB, bring your own buckets and bring your own shovels. Because fuck it, we're not providing that. But it's a big sandbox party.
I can't top that.
Could you imagine that? A fucking sandbox in the middle while Aziz Ansari's telling a joke about Fall Out Boy playing.
Right, but what if pits start?
That is the pit. You can't start a pit in sand. Try running. Have you ever climbed a sand dune? That shit's hard. You gotta be in shape for that. And I'm sorry, you're not gonna be in that good of shape. There's gonna be like one pit and everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, fuck
Right,
this.
but there's sand. If there's pit.
You swear?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
if
sorry.
there's a pit, there's gonna be sand in people's eyes and like sand in every.
Yeah, so then they would be like, let's not do this. This is stupid. Whatever. That's a genius idea. There'd also be laser tag going on the whole time.
I would win.
What if this sandbox like backfired and
people threw sand?
Like, oh, there's sand in my eyes. This is so cool.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, why would sand be thrown unless you want to be an ass?
Listen, this is my tour. I can do what I want.
Sand throwing is prohibited.
Quality changed and we're on an iPhone now. Sup?
Yeah.
guess we have to stop.
Hope
We
you
have to
can
talk
hear
loud.
me. Yeah, I hope you can hear me.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you had one day left to live, what would you do with it?
If I had one day left to live, I would cuddle with my girlfriend and my dog.
Is that it?
I'd eat lamb chops, and I would yell in an alley, because this is awesome. And then I would go to an ICP show. Whoop, whoop.
They're scary.
Whatever.
I've gone to an ICP show. They're terrifying. But, okay, if I had one day left to live, I would just spend it with my dog and probably go to Coney. And that's so...
I would make a viral video and say, I'm dying today, this is my last day to live. This is straight up the first recorded case of this happening. Like,
Yeah.
where somebody knows the day that they're gonna die without being terminally ill. And then it would go big, and then I would get life insurance so that my family could cash out on me. Actually, I would get myself in a serious car accident so that or I'd go to an amusement park and jump off a roller coaster so that my family could sue the roller coaster so that my family could be set for life.
Well,
I'm looking out for my family.
yeah.
That's smart though. Think
Yeah.
about it. That's a genius.
What is family?
Next
That
question.
goes back in the idea tree.
All right. If a bear and a shark were to have a fight, who would win?
A bear and a shark have a fight. Who would win? I'm taking the bear because sharks are extremely overrated. I think there should be Bear Week instead of Shark Week. No, sharks are pussies. You heard it here first.
I'm also gonna go for the bear. However, that was so weird question. That's almost. Can I bring up your question?
What?
Question about.
The sirloin steak and the rabbit Wolverine going in a mouth or ass? Yeah. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. You have a sirloin steak and you have a rabid Wolverine. You gotta put one in your mouth and one in your ass. Which one do you put where?
Yeah, Dan wants.
I asked Christopher Drew that once. He didn't like it.
He didn't like it.
He didn't like it.
Why did you decide to start Pup Fresh?
I wanted to be involved in music, and I can't play an instrument, and I can't be a professional wrestler. So music blogging's like there. And then Teri joined because I was going on tour and I needed somebody to film interviews for me, and she was doing good with her site that she was working on, so I stole her. They're called Shameless Media. They fucking sucked.
Yeah, that happened.
No, they were a good site. Teri was just too good for them.
They were in a good site.
Now she's working with Pup Fresh, which is like the asshole of the music blogging scene.
Yeah.
Poor Teri has. Poor Teri.
Or me.
And no, I was honestly wanting to do it though, just to be involved with music, and because I wanted to have a lot of friends on MySpace.
Hey, Deepak, I have a question.
Yo,
Are you nasty?
Miss Jackson?
I
didn't know you were Miss Jackson. Oh my god.
No one knows it's you.
Whoa. Where will I be waking up tomorrow morning?
Oh wow.
Out the back door. God damn. God damn.
Gotta love you anyway.
Right?
If you could do anything else besides Pup Fresh and
Professional
not
wrestling. Oh my god.
what would you do?
I would walk dogs. I would go with the
I
dogs.
can so see you
And
doing
I
that
would walk
today.
I would go to a stranger and be like, can I do that for you? I see you walking a dog. Do you mind if I take over? Don't worry, I'm certified and I would have a badge.
I can so see you.
No, honestly, if I wasn't doing this, I'm going to school for psychology and I want to be a therapist one day. A really bad therapist that'll probably be sassy. I do sassy therapy. There'll be a TV show on YouTube, on the alternative side of YouTube. Nobody else would want to film it.
I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I'm having a kind of like a quarter life crisis right now, personally. I'm like 19. I don't know what I'm doing in life, and I kind of like.
I'm going to be 21 in a few months. I don't know what I'm doing in life.
Yes,
Do
you
have
do.
time? No, I don't. Oh
No,
yeah,
not
I'm going to
yet.
college for
Right.
psychology.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing. Dude, she's a mess.
I'm a mess. I really am, though. Yeah. It's funny. It's
Let's
funny.
laugh at Teri.
It's funny. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know what I'm doing. I like science, but not enough to like do anything with it. But I like just like little science facts, and like Bill Nye is my one true love in life, but not like on a like emotional level, more like a spirit animal sort of level. Yeah.
Did you have 7 girlfriends in the 80s?
What?
Did you have 7 girlfriends in the 80s?
Yeah.
Leo!
You want to come say hi, Leo?
I'm a terrible cameraman, but
This is, yeah, pop your head in. Yeah, lay across it. This is Leo. This is Leo right here. He sings in the band Rival Summers. The fourth band we interviewed.
Our first pup on the rise.
I just got dirt all over my forehead.
That's Rival Summers. He's planking. Bringing planking back. Leo
I feel
Batista.
like you should be more like rugged.
Rugging.
Or, yeah.
All right, next question.
All right, what's your favorite scene from your favorite movie or a movie?
Terry, favorite scene from a movie? Hey, Sam. In Space Jam, like, it's right when the monsters took like all the basketball players' powers. There were like a few of them, but Charles Barkley was like the obvious star of all of them, and he's just really depressed, you know, like Charles Barkley not being able to play basketball. What? And this is like the '90s when he was like on fire. So he's like walking down and like this like really depressing music is playing, where it's like, oh man, that's so cold, and like it's just like, you know, like you're emotionally invested with Charles Barkley, and he goes and this like all these girls are playing basketball, and this girl comes up and like, you're Charles Barkley, and he's like, hey, can I play with you guys? And so then they're like, yeah, and they're all stoked to play with Charles Barkley. He starts dribbling the ball. Chick steals the ball from him, from Charles Barkley, because remember, he doesn't have his basketball talent because the monster stole that. We switched to an Algae Venice so I could finish my favorite scene from a movie. So the chick steals the ball from Charles Barkley, and he's like, the fuck, and she scores. Checks the ball back to him, and he goes to shoot it. She blocks that shit on Charles Barkley, some teenage girl. And they're like, they look at him, and they're like, man, you're not Charles Barkley. You're just some fool that looks like him, right? And then they say, be gone. And that is the most relatable thing, because I know what it's like to be a shell of myself, because my life is a black hole.
Same. My life is also a black hole, and that is my favorite scene in the movie as well.
Charles Barkley, Space Jam. It's like within the first half hour. You can YouTube. It's on YouTube. Any other
Guys
questions?
using this mustard?
That's it.
No, that's not my mustard. Well, the mustard is my favorite condiment.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it? That's the last question?
Unless you want to say anything about Pup Fresh to people.
Check out the music website, pupfresh.com. We're sassy music news. We're not very professional. A lot of people hate us, but you should give us a chance, because we might be something. We're like a really warm can of Coke. If you're really thirsty, you'll settle for it, because you don't know where the cold Coke is. Hey, I'm Dan. This is Teri. We're pupfresh.com, and Pup Fresh is fresher than that scene in Space Jam where Charles Barkley gets his shot blocked and then is told to be gone. The alternative side is fresher than how fresh Pup Fresh is, except for because they.
It's like a car! It's like a car!
The alternative side is fresher than this one time when I was pretending to be a pig and I got my hooves cut off because they were trying to make a necklace out of them, and they're like, why are you doing the necklace? Because it's a bunch of voodoo shit that they were doing. And then when they were doing all the voodoo shit, they're like, well man, I feel like I'm fucking possessed. And they're like, yeah, that's the point of it. So while I was possessed, they just made me go on an assembly line of making PB and J's, and the whole time I was on the assembly line, I just really wanted to take a bite, but they wouldn't let me because my wisdom teeth just got pulled out and I wasn't allowed to chew on anything.
And,
It's not that fresh.
It's not that fresh.
It's not that fresh.
No, a little bit. No one's gonna get that.
Okay.
All right.